Scrawny Donnie. Donnie Dangerfield, my buddy.
What's up, Hammer Time? For those of you who do not know me, I am Scrawny Donnie, and I am 28 months sober after 32 years of alcoholism and garden variety drug abuse. And I'm just trying to live a dream rather than a reoccurring freaking nightmare. Like I said, I am a recovering alcoholic, and I didn't go to AA or NA. I just come to Hammer Time because these people are freaking awesome. Like I said, if I do look familiar to you guys, I do a grill cook here. And me, being a recovering alcoholic and grill cooking here at the local Hammer Time, it's kind of like a chick named Methany grill cooking at a trap house. When I first, thought about becoming a comedian, my friends were worried about me, like, what are you going to do if you get up there and you get a brain fart and you don't know what in the world to say? Or if you get up there and someone starts to heckle you. I said, well, let me answer your first one. I said, if I get up there and I get a brain fart, I just pull one of these. I just sit there and think about it for a second until the thought just comes back into me. And they said, and then they say, well, what's going to happen if you get up there and you start getting heckled? I said, oh, I got something for that too. And it goes something like this. That should shut him up. Like I said, and since I quit drinking, I don't find pleasure in many things, but I do find pleasure in, commenting on people's Facebooks. That's pretty fun. And I wrote a couple of them down because I want to say them word for word because I don't want to get sued or anything of that nature. Well, I don't know if you all know who old Megan Davis is, but I picked on her one day. She says, I want a Red Bull and a man with tattoos. And I said, how about a pure leaf and a Vienna sausage hang down? And then old Sam Graham, this one person posted on the Mount Sterling current events, and all she posted was electric out on 323. And Sam Graham replied, you're not alone. I was like, is this chick's electric out too, or is she in the house with this lady? And then I had to comment on this everyday kindness. The only thing that was posted was 42D bras, shirts, and pics. And I just commented, just send me the pics. And since I had quit drinking, there's something that I hadn't heard in a while, which I used to hear all the time, so all I did was drink twisted tea and pee. So, you'd be out somewhere, it'd be 2 a.m, just whip out your tallywhacker and pee anywhere. Yeah, and there's always that chick there looking at you like, you guys are so lucky. You just whip it out and piss anywhere. Since I was sobered up and thought about it, I was like, well, you guys can masturbate anywhere, so we're freaking even. And then I do, like I say, work here, and when you work around co-workers, they're always up for some good jokes. Well, a few years ago, I was a drunken grill cook over here at the local Ben and Joy's. And
good, thank you.
Me and this one lady was closing, and it was a February, and it was really slow. And she said, if things don't pick up, said, I'm going to have to go out there and sell myself. And she was kind of a thicker lady, and I said, could you imagine if you could sell that by the pound? And she said, is that a fat joke? And I said, no, I was just referring that you got a platinum JJ, and that shit is heavy and expensive.
Hey, Jack.
Then over at the same one, I walked up, over at Ben and Joy's, I walked up to 2 ladies talking, and all I heard them say was, my hands are the smallest part on my body. And I just walked up to them with sad puppy dog eyes. And I just showed him my big old hand, and I said, I wish my hand was the smallest part of my body. Just walked away. And then I do, on Wednesday and Friday nights, I karaoke a song called F This Job. It's a crowd favorite. I don't think T enjoys it when I sing it, but I don't mean it. Well, anyway, I was sitting at the end of the bar, and I just got done singing it, and this dude who's never been in here before looked at me all serious and said, would your boss be pissed if he heard you sing that? And I just looked to my right and looked to my left and said, I work here. And he said, oh. And then, you know, dating in 2025 is kind of a chore, especially when you're 52 and on your way over the hill. And most people, you know, they're all talking about red flags and the boundaries. And half the people talking about red flags and boundaries got red flags lining their frickin' boundaries. So I thought about it, and then I was like, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I was like, I'm done trying to find a chick in this crappy little town. I'm just gonna start dating myself.
Oh, hell no, darling. You can do better than that, don't you know?
Son of a bitch, Terry. Thanks for the daggone self-esteem boost. All right, that's my first set. I'm gonna hand it over to Gus Stone, and he's gonna sing your heart out. Thank you, Terry. Rock and roll.